If the only time you lock in is after disaster, if your best work comes from panic, or if you treat peace like a suspicious room in a horror film, then this is for you. A lot of people don't have a motivation problem. They have a fuel problem. They keep feeding their life with pain, pressure, and self-disgust, and then wonder why they're always exhausted, reactive, and one bad week away from life falling apart. So here's a 4-step way to convert pain-driven hustle into purpose-driven progress. No fake positivity, no monk mode cosplay, just a clean method and purpose-driven progress. 1. Name the pain pattern. First, you need to understand and recognize how pain has conditioned you. Most people think that the issue is laziness, and it's not, it's conditioning. So ask yourself these questions and give yourself honest answers to them. What kind of pain reliably flips the switch for me? Is it shame, fear, jealousy, anger, resentment, comparison? What is my go-to crisis cycle? Is it procrastinate, panic, sprint, crash, repeat? What do I say to myself before I finally act? What is my threshold moment that says, all right, I think I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired? Is it something like, you're pathetic, you're running out of time, or why do you always do this? And here's the important part, is that you're not doing this to judge yourself. This isn't about good and bad. It's about simply identifying what is going on so that you can focus your attention on modifying that particular thing. Because if you can't identify the pattern, then you can't change it. And most pain patterns have a predictable personality to them. It's either the whip, the clock, or the comparison demon. The whip says you're not good enough, the clock says you're always behind, and the comparison demon says, look at everybody else and why aren't you like them? So figure out which one applies to you the most and start there. 2. Interrupt the cycle. Pain works because it hijacks the nervous system and it retrains it to operate in a specific way. Your body interprets discomfort as danger, and danger demands movement. Step 2 isn't about create discipline. It's about create separation between the impulse and how you respond to it. When you feel that spike, that shame, panic, whatever it may be, take a moment to pause. Stop for 10 seconds. Breathe in, exhale. Reflect internally. Identify what's going on. This is the spike. This is the pressure, the comparison, the whatever it may be. Name it. Understand it. This creates a separation, and it may seem very simple, but what you do in this moment is you stop yourself from going into that automatic nervous system response where something happens and you just instinctively respond to it based off of a pattern. And when you create that separation, you get to choose a new pattern of behavior moving forward. While you're in that moment, you begin the process of observing what's actually going on within you. And when you do that, you get the power of choice. You get the power of agency. You're in the driver's seat of the car, and you get to steer it in the direction you want to go, rather than the car being on autopilot and you just being along for the ride. And ask yourself, what would I do in this moment if I respected myself? What would I do that I could respect at the end of the day, rather than feel bad about when I'm closing my eyes tonight? Pain says, move or suffer. Respect says, move with intention. And that one question starts to rewire your association to discomfort and the way you respond to it. 3. Convert it into principle. Now this is where we do the real alchemy of transmuting something into something of better value. We turn pain into principle. Pain is usually a message. It's a signal, an indicator. It's letting you know that something requires attention. Pain is often a sloppy communicator, so you have to be able to translate it. This is why that moment of pause is so important. And here's the translation method. Pain will tell you something like, I hate where I'm at. But principle will tell you, I know where I want to be, and that's where I'm going to go. Pain will say, I'm scared of failure. But principle says, even though I'm going to fail, I'm going to be courageous enough to continue to do the thing. Pain says, I feel behind everyone. And principle says, I'm competing with who I was yesterday. Pain says, I can't stand myself and where I'm at and my position in life. And principle says, I'm not going to abandon myself. If you're paying attention, you should notice that there's a difference. There's a shift between what you're focusing on. You can focus on the pain, the negative aspects of the thing, or you can look at the principle that guides the future of the outcome. Do you see the shift? Pain is an emotional storm, and principle is architecture. Pain makes you sprint and crash. It burns you out, leaves you exhausted. Principle slowly builds over time. So pick one principle that applies to the area that you're trying to improve in. Not 10, just one. Here's a good standard to use. A good principle should apply on a good day, not just a bad day. It should apply every day. Because if your motivation only makes sense when you're miserable, then it's not true motivation. It's a flare gun. It's an SOS signal. It's you asking for help. 4. Build a loop that works when life is calm. The last step is to create a system that works even when life is going good. So you're going to build a loop that's boring enough to be reliable, because that's what you're after. Consistency and reliability. So have a minimum commitment. What is the smallest thing you could do on a good day, a bad day, any day? Is it 10 minutes of productivity? Is it 1 page of writing? Is it answering 1 email? Pick one thing at minimum that you can commit to every day. Something you can't talk your way out of. It's a non-negotiable. Then schedule friction into your day. Make it so that this thing can't be negotiated. Make it a routine, a habit, a ritual, something you can commit to. Put the hard thing where it can't be negotiated. A time, a place, a trigger, wherever it may be. After my morning coffee, I write. After work, I lift. After dinner, I plan tomorrow. Whatever it may be for you, put structure in place so that you know what you're doing. After that, have a clean win condition in your mind. Understand what done means before you even get started. Otherwise, you're just going to keep moving the goalpost to feel satisfied. It'll be a never-ending project. And then lastly, have a recovery rule. If you miss, you respond by doing it again the next available time. No punishment spiral, no dramatics, no yo-yoing, just right back to the path. You reassess, recalibrate, and keep going. You should learn something from your failure. It should enhance the journey. It should give you more knowledge, and it should improve the next time you make an attempt. This is how you make peace productive. This is how you become consistent without needing a breakdown as your personal trainer. Pain can wake you up, but if it's the only thing that gets you moving, then you'll constantly return to it, be it consciously or not. So name the pattern, interrupt it, translate it into principle, and then build the loop. And then when life finally gets peaceful and quiet, you won't sabotage it, you'll use it. Till next time, always, stay up to no good.